We mentioned 8 sacks of Rodgers. They've been tracking sacks as an individual stat since '82, but as a team stat since the early '60s. And the record for most sacks in a game by one team is 12. We'll see if this pass protection thing is cleaned up in the second half. Hauschka picking off. There you go, Cobb, unreturnable out of the back. As the Packers take over, we go down to Lisa Salters.
Hey, Mike, I asked Mike McCarthy about those 8 sacks, how to slow down that rush, and he said, you know what, we've got to control the things we can control. Those penalties that got us into long down and distance situation, and somehow he said, we've got to establish the run. Pete Carroll, on the other hand, thrilled with his defense. He said the effort is really on it tonight. He said that back end is really taking care of business. I said, Coach, this ain't soccer, you got to score. He said, yeah, we got to get out of our way, cut down on the penalties, but we're going to get after it. Mike?
Thank you, Lisa. Again, this loud crowd. Rodgers starts from the 27. Benson to the right. It's a good solid run by Benson for 6 yards. Not many rushes for Green Bay at all in the first half. 4 for 40, and one of those was a Rodgers scramble for 16 yards. Time possession dead even. Not a lot of offense in terms of total yards for those 8 sacks to stick out of the 27 Green Bay offensive plays. Second straight carry. Benson gallops to a first down to the 34-yard line.
That's where you want to see Cedric Benson. The old-fashioned I formation. It's going to be an inside run to the left behind lead back John Kuhn. And watch Benson cut this run all the way back. Impressive blocking on a backside by Bulaga. DJ Williams. You see number 71. Josh Sitton finish. 2 nice carries to start the second half with Benson.
Back to throw for the tight end, DJ Williams, who can bring it in as he was covered by KJ Wright. Now, Tom Crabtree, the tight end who caught that fake field goal on 4th down, 4th and very long in Chicago, he's inactive tonight. He's healthy, but there's so many good players for the Packers. Crabtree is inactive. Williams is their second tight end.
And we haven't seen much of Jermichael Finley either. Here he is, split down at the bottom of the screen against Browner, a corner. They have to get Finley going in a passing game.
Down Benson seeking space, and Cedric Benson runs into KJ Wright at the 40-yard line.
You know, KJ Wright is a big outside linebacker. Pressed into service last year. He played middle linebacker. But KJ Wright is coming into his own as an outside linebacker in this 4-3 defense. Here he is playing inside. And watch him fall back and find Cedric Benson. He got lost there.
Bobby Wagner, the new rookie middle linebacker, which is what Wright was last year, couldn't make the tackle, and KJ was lucky he came to him. Gain of 6, 3rd and 4. Quick count, quick toss, Jennings. Twisted down by the safety Cam Chancellor, but the spot will give him a first down with forward progress at the 45.
Another one of those instances where Aaron Rodgers gets rid of the ball so quickly. They didn't cover down defensively. Rodgers saw it, picked it up, and threw it. I promise you, Rodgers doesn't get the laces when he throws this half of the time. He catches it and gets rid of it. That's all ball, no laces. Aaron Rodgers is amazing in this shotgun.
Center, back to Benson. And Cedric Benson tackled by Browner with a gain of 8. So Green Bay has run the ball as many times in the first 2.5 as they did in the first half.
Well, Benson is responsible for the play side. Watch the backside blocks that allow Cedric Benson to cut this back. DJ Williams comes across the formation and does an excellent job sealing the edge, and it allows Benson, who we said earlier is a very good zone runner, to see the backside cut.
Deep as the Packers have been in Seahawk territory, and it's Benson again, looking like the Cedric Benson we got used to. Remember back in his high school days in Texas, he ran for the 5th most yards, 8,400. Then he played in college ball at Texas. He ran for 5,500 yards, 6th all-time in major college football. 4th pick overall from the Bears. We were joking with him last night. Said, you started as a Bear, might end your career as a Packer. He said, it doesn't wash normally because of that great rivalry. The man is Green Bay glad to have him, especially right now. And it sets up some play action. Rodgers with no flag coming in on tight coverage from Earl Thomas. And the Green Bay sideline ballistic at no call there.
I like the no call reverse pivot. They're going to use a little play action pass and try to throw a sharp post to James Jones. And that's Earl Thomas, the Pro Bowl 23-year-old safety. Watch number 29 cut this off.
The quarterback, defense number 54. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
The call is on Bobby Wagner for hitting Rodgers there. As the Packers sideline was watching the same thing I was, that Earl Thomas early contact.
Bobby Wagner, that's a rookie mistake right there. You have to pull off the quarterback, and anything below the belt that's semi-late is going to be caught. Critical error by the rookie from Utah State.
Exactly what Green Bay needed in this opening drive in the 3rd quarter. Just the threat of a run might regulate that pass rush, make those ends think about it a bit. Williams, the tight end, comes back to block for Benson, seeking space, making men miss. Sounds like a Marshawn Lynch run, 8 of 2.
Talk about all these receivers for Green Bay. These last couple plays, they've been using 3 tight ends. Ryan Taylor, who's just exiting the game, 84, DJ Williams, 88, Finley. Now Mike McCarthy on a 2nd and long brings back some of the heavy artillery. Jones, Nelson, Jennings. All 3 of these Packer receivers are due to make a play.
To 1 back and 1 tight end, Finley, who's lined up in the middle, on the left, as Rodgers goes to Benson out of the backfield. Quick spin move to try to get past the linebacker, Leroy Hill. Makes the tackle too shy of a first down.
You know, we did a lot of work on Cedric Benson. He came out with Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown. They all came out together. We took Cadillac when I was with Tampa. Cedric Benson can catch the football. And he's caught a couple checkdowns against this zone defense that have really helped Green Bay. Critical 3rd down and 3. A lot of tight ends.
Flag on the back end.
Well,
Seattle had too many as a snap was imminent because Rodgers was under center.
Too many men on the field. Defense, 5-yard penalty. That penalty will result in a first down.
And again, this year, that used to be a flag that would be thrown, the play would happen. But if the snap is imminent, that's whistled before it's snapped, and the 5 is walked off.
Well, these personnel substitutions are confusing Seattle. That time, Green Bay had no receivers. All tight ends and backs. Seattle substitute to their big personnel. Somebody didn't get off.
This is the first time in the red zone for the Packers tonight. Rodgers stumbling as he got out, got tangled in the interior with his lineman, and K.J. Wright twists Benson down for a loss of a couple.
You're a shotgun quarterback the majority of the time. Sometimes you get underneath the center, and your pivots in the running game aren't as good. He got stepped on that time. Luckily, they got a clean exchange. Another great play by K.J. Wright, their 2nd-year linebacker out of Mississippi State. Dangerous handoff.
The 16, play action, Rodgers. He's covered downfield, checks it down to Kuhn. John Kuhn down to the 10-yard line. You can hear the Packer fans who, as always, have made the trip. The green and gold represented here in the Northwest tonight.
That's a 2-man route. They're going to try to run a play-action pass and fool the linebacker to throw a post right in behind them. Seattle wasn't buying it. Nice play. Good resource to have the checkdowns in this Packer offense. That's why Rodgers completes so many passes. 5 wide receivers, Mike.
Including Donald Driver. Caught a touchdown last week. 5 for the first down, 10 for the touchdown. Out of the gun. Rodgers. Keeping it alive. Laser to the
three-man rush. A lot of time for Aaron Rodgers. And his receivers usually uncover in these situations. But it's a nice zone blanket coverage. You see Jordy Nelson working on one side, trying to uncover when Rodgers scrambles. The word plaster is a common word around here with the Seattle secondary. When that quarterback scrambles, plaster to your man. Nice job by Seattle.
Mason Crosby from 29. It took almost 37 minutes. Packers get on the board with a field goal. Good opening drive. Driver almost had the game-tying touchdown. Instead, his team's down 4. Trucks and our crew from Atlanta last week to Seattle this week, and now we're back down to Dallas next week.
What do you know about the bus, man? You're one of the private.
Oh, you get out of here. Yeah, you get out of here.
Guys.
Here comes the kickoff. From Crosby. Leon Washington from the 5 catches and goes right away. And what a good tackle brought down by Ryan Taylor. And a flag does come as the conversation continues on the sideline. The officials have been, I thought, quicker, John, in this week 3 to stop these scrums by throwing flags.
Yeah, get these players back to their bench. And I think Pete Carroll, Mike McCarthy do a good job of getting that done. But keep an eye on number 49 here. I don't know what Robert Francois is thinking there.
Yeah, Washington got up to run again.
Unnecessary roughness on the kicking team, number 59. 15-yard penalty, first down, timeout.
Calling on 59, Brad Jones. I'm not sure if it was just a number being called incorrectly. In any case, Russell Wilson and the Seahawks threw a touchdown in the second quarter. They'll have good field position when we come back. called from the 42 with a flag down, killing the play for a pre-snap foul on Seattle.
False start. Offense number 85. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Second foul tonight. It's a false start 2 times on McCoy tonight, but watch Wilson get hit. You're going to see Pickett come clean right up the middle, number 79 for Green Bay, and he plants Russell Wilson. Too many pre-snap penalties on this Seahawk offense through 3 weeks.
9 penalties, 80 yards for Seattle. 1st and 15, and Marshawn Lynch runs right into Ryan Pickett and B.J. Raji. With guys plugging up the middle. First half for Wilson, John.
Well, he did some good things. Didn't ask him to do a lot throwing the football, but he took care of the ball. He scrambled on the touchdown drive to set the Seahawks up. 1st and 10 for the play-action bomb, double move. The Golden Tate. And they're way behind in the down and distance right now. Got to be careful with these Packers in long yardage situations.
2nd and 13 for the rookie 3rd-round pick Wilson. Chased in trouble and brought down by a 1st-round pick. Nick Perry out of USC. Big loss with the sack.
They can all run in this league. Nick Perry, the big 1st-rounder out of Southern Cal. He's just going to stay after Russell Wilson on this play-action pass. They're in a max pro. They're looking to the wide side of the field. And I think Russell Wilson felt he could just outrun Nick Perry, who was one of the most impressive athletes we saw at the Combine. Great effort in pursuit.
Taken with the 28th pick of the draft. Struggled in the game against Chicago last week. That's his 1st NFL sack. 1st sack of the night for the Packer defense. And the third of the field gets even longer as the flag is thrown from the back by the back judge for delay of game.
Delay game. Offense number 3. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
This might be the worst opening drive of a second half that offensive coordinator Darrell Bevell can remember. They started this drive in great field position after the Brad Jones penalty. And this is 3rd down in Tacoma. You call this play, Mike.
3rd and 37. Leon Washington's the back. Going to go like a kick return. Clay Matthews got a hand on him. Washington moves forward to the 26-yard line, and that's a momentum swing. Green Bay keeps the ball for half the quarter on the opening drive, and their defense does exactly what they needed to do, get a 3-and-out.
Well, we said Mike McCarthy was going to go to the locker room and make some adjustments. And what did he do? He came out with Cedric Benson, a fullback, multiple tight end sets. They went right down the field. Don't give Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers too many opportunities to end your night.
The Packer, John Ryan with the kick. It's a beautiful walk. It is 64 yards, taking Randall Cobb back to the 10. Cobb looking for space. None there. 2 yards of the return. Heath Farwell leads the special teams tackle. Ryan pulling away his teammate Jeremy Lane. Says no need to give Rodgers more field here. Well, Ryan was officially credited with more yardage on that punt earlier. He was given 73 yards on a punt in the 2nd quarter. Another big one there. Cedric's 8th carry of the half. John, 4 yards, 5 yards per carry here. It's an effective part of the Packer offense right now.
I really like what Cedric Benson has done. Matter of fact, he's been the whole offense tonight for Green Bay. Credit Mike McCarthy for making the adjustment. Multiple tight ends, 2-back sets, hand the ball to Benson. Sooner or later, you're going to see the sting of the play-action pass that Green Bay's known for.
You see Nelson and Driver, Cobb on the sideline watching. There's the play action. Underneath is Kuhn. He was trailed throughout by Cam Chancellor. And let's give Brandon Mebane some credit for knocking down his old Cal teammate.
Brandon Mebane has been effective as a run defender and as a pass rusher. And there goes Mebane off the field. These third down situations is when defensive coordinator Gus Bradley goes to his special forces. Bruce Irvin at the top of the screen, Clemens at the bottom, Jason Jones, and keep an eye on number 98, Greg Scruggs, the rookie out of Louisville. Here they come.
Scruggs is the guy over Jeff Saturday's shotgun snap. Look at Jones pushing in. Rodgers flush, so good throwing in these situations. Like that, a laser to Finley in front of Earl Thomas for the first down, just shy of midfield.
What a great throw, moving to his left. And a nice job by Finley keeping it alive. They barely stick this in. Earl Thomas, the Pro Bowl free safety at the top of the screen. Watch Rodgers escape to his left, keep his poise down the field. That's a sensational throw.
After the gain of 31, as the Seahawks are getting reorganized, Rodgers jumps into a no-huddle and throws to James Jones for 8 yards. And Green Bay getting some rhythm and tempo that they did not have at all in the first half.
Well, you give your offensive linemen a chance to come off the ball and thump people. They were on their heels, pass protecting in the first half. They're coming off the ball a lot better in the second half with this running game.
2nd and 1. Quick out to Jennings, and then a nice move to get past Marcus Trufant. Get the first down at the 38-yard line.
Now here comes the no-huddle of Aaron Rodgers. He's going to speed up the tempo. He knows Pete Carroll, Gus Bradley are using multiple substitutions, and he's tired of it. He's going to stay with the same group of Packers, and he's going to snap the ball before Seattle can line up.
Seattle trying to take, and they get a timeout. Timeout taken by the Seahawks defense. John, you saw exactly what Rodgers saw. They're subbing in. They went quick. Seattle had to burn a timeout. Better team earlier this year. Rodgers throws to Jennings, complete. Cam Chancellor the tackle at the 35.
that quick game. That time Seattle covered everybody, brought 5, and Aaron Rodgers went to the quick game, and he got it out quick and on time to Jennings. But watch the tackle. Man. You can eliminate yards after the catch. You got a chance to hang around a long time in this modern-day league.
It will be Benson. Penetration to string it out. And Benson cuts it back and gains about 2 yards. John, just think about the 8 sacks that we saw in the first half for Seattle. We saw earlier in this drive no sacks in the first 2 drives of this third quarter for the Seattle defense.
And incredible substitutions by both sides. Green Bay went back to their wide receiver package. In comes the pass rush unit. Multiple DBs for Seattle.
Seattle has 6 defensive backs on the field. So Rodgers pitches to Benson, trying to get to the edge. Good hesitation, but a better pickup by K.J. Wright. There is a flag thrown on the play.
Oh, no, there's going to be hands to the face. Boy, against Brandon Browner, who's a ways away from this play.
Hands to the face. Defense number 39. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
It's the corner on the near side of the field.
He can't be further away from this play. This ball's tossed away from Browner. Let's see what happens to he and James Jones. He's nowhere near the play. Boy.
Penalty yardage. There's a first down, and that should be yardage that is tacked on to the play.
This isn't the proper enforcement either.
They'll go from the 29. That's a Benson run to the 22-yard line and a pickup of 7.
And that's what's new for Cedric Benson. Shotgun runs. A lot of people in the league. Look at this tight end. I don't know what he is, a fullback or a tight end that's lost, but they do some incredibly creative things in the shotgun, running the football. Good hard run by Benson.
Rodgers, quick hit for Jennings in the hand of Chris Clemons, who had the 4-sack second quarter. Got in the lane there. It's rare that somebody gets their hand up that quick on that play.
Just a built-in side adjustment. Rodgers wanted to throw it before they could cover down. Good alert play by Clemons.
Third and 3, they blitz, and Rodgers throws incomplete. In and out of the hands of Finley, dropped it. Now finally they come in and rule no catch. It's 4th down. Rodgers trying to get to the line of scrimmage and get the play going, but it was finally ruled incomplete by the back judge. McCarthy wondering if he should challenge.
It's just a slant route, ball's thrown perfectly, and Richard Sherman does a great job poking that ball out.
The back judge was the only one who could see that. He did a very good job coming in to make that call. Nobody else saw it. Play clock running down. 40-yard field goal for Crosby to make it a 1-point game. Oh, great jump through the middle by Bruce Irvin, who almost got in for the block, but Crosby nails it from 40 yards. Wow. Watch Irvin, the first-round pick. He's got a couple of sacks already tonight. Jump over the center and almost get a second jump and a block.
Wow.
Mason Crosby will kick to Leon Washington, who's had 2 different seasons with 3 kickoff returns for touchdown, 2007 and 2010. And 7 in his career, 1 shy of Josh Cribbs of Cleveland for the all-time record. Going up with the Packers to Crosby's boot, and Washington from 4 yards deep. Well covered, down to 16-yard line. Casey Hayward with the tackle. So here comes Russell Wilson. We mentioned officially 5'10" and 5'8" in height. Our sports science guys put the numbers in. What does it mean? Well, his launch angle can be 20% higher than a 6'3" quarterback, like a Matt Stafford. So what does that height disadvantage mean? Well, the pass is hidden to the receivers downfield. They got to find their quarterback, and it takes the human brain a third of a second to visually locate and react to a ball. And by that time, a 50-mile-an-hour pass has already flown 8 yards. So sometimes they have to pick it up out of the air. And that's one of the reasons why generally, if you're under 6 feet, they don't think you can play in the league. But Wilson is trying to fight that stereotype and history. The 17 will give to Marshawn Lynch. Seeks space. Still going with the legs. Giving forward progress to the 20-yard line. Giants go back to the touchdown pass thrown to Golden Tate in the first half. And there you see, looking for him. John, passing lanes get talked about so often for the vision of a shorter quarterback.
And they sure do. Sometimes they get talked about too much because Russell Wilson has had no problem seeing. I'll go back for as long as I've studied him, and that's 5 years. Great job by the young quarterback, and they need him right now to get something going.
Green Bay's loading up on this run now. Been a steady diet of Lynch. They've gone with the extra offensive lineman here on second down as Lynch runs right. Gains only 2, maybe 3, as this quarter comes to a close.
There's C.J. Wilson out there. How about these Packers? A.J. Hawk, B.J. Raji, C.J. Wilson, and D.J. Smith. How's that for Packer trivia? They're all good players.
We need E.J. Henderson on the team. That'll complete it, right? 24 plays. 24 plays run by the Packers, and just 5 for the Seahawks in the third.
Well, Mr. Raji, we could save you hundreds by doing a discount double check.
Not you too, Raji. You're on my team. You know that's my move.
The discount double check?
No, that's my touchdown dance, man.
Here we go again. Sir, you're not even doing it right.
Shot at a touchdown for the Packers here tonight. No touchdowns, down 1 to the Seahawks. As we begin the fourth quarter here in Seattle, Mike Tirico, John Gruden, Lisa Salters, we begin with a 3rd and 5 for Russell Wilson at the 22, and Robert Turbin, rookie out of Utah State, is the running back and split out. It's in pursuit by Perry and Matthews. Throws incomplete, trying to get it to his tight end. Charles Woodson was blanketing Zach Miller. And it's a 3 and out again for Seattle.
Nobody open. And again, you see Worthy number 99, 52 Matthews. But it's the coverage down the field. Dom Capers using 4 rookies. 2 of them in the secondary. McMillan and Hayward. 2 of them up front. Nick Perry and Jarrell Worthy at crunch time. Very uncommon.
Ex-Packer John Ryan has been killing the ball tonight. A lot of hang time on this. Not as deep. A flag down as the fair catch is made of the 44-yard kick. Randall Cobb caught it at the 34. Ryan punted for Green Bay in 06 and 07. Wayne Elliott, the referee here tonight, real estate man from Austin, Texas.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the kicking team, number 25. 15-yard penalty.
Get this straightened out.
Personal foul. It's on 25 on the receiving team. 15-yard penalty. First down.
There is no 25 on the Packers. So they got the number incorrect.
Or Richard Sherman, he's standing out there saying, hey, wait a minute.
Unless Ryan Grant has come back to the Packers or Dorsey Levens. Was it 24, Jarrett Bush.
Gunner as he's running out of bounds. Momentum has changed. Green Bay has moved the ball effectively, unable to finish a drive, but much better in the third quarter.
Going out of bounds to block is okay as a penalty. That was a correct call by the official on that one, as Rodgers gets hit out of the tackle box as he throws it away and passed or toward the line of scrimmage, so just an incomplete pass. No grounding as Alan Branch pursued.
Well, this is a shot formation, and it's a double move to Jordy Nelson. On the other side, they have Jennings working on the backside. Rodgers didn't have time to see him, but Richard Sherman gloved Jordy Nelson. And these plays take a long time to develop. And Rodgers has been hit on 3 of them tonight.
You don't have that tonight, right? With what Seattle's done defensively. From the 19, back to Benson. Net in the hole by the rookie, Bobby Wagner. Pete Carroll actually recruited his high school teammate back in the day when Pete was at USC and had no interest in Wagner. Went to Utah State, was a tackling machine for his 4 years in the WAC. He comes off the field for third down. Down lineman in for Seattle. And they'll cover with 8. As Rodgers looks for a space in the zone. He's got Finley for the first down. That's the power of the arm of Aaron Rodgers.
Nice job by Aaron Rodgers stepping up and throwing the ball in a position where Finley could protect himself. And here come the Packers in a no-huddle offense.
Yeah, Seattle is late and lazy getting their pass rush group off the field. They are confused out there as Rodgers just slings it out with his short-armed to Jennings and incomplete.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers can't believe he missed that throw. Really disgusted with himself. He uses the turbo tempo. They get up on the ball. They snap it before Seattle is ready. And out of this naked bootleg, there's nobody home. He's got Jennings wide open for an easy first down. Back to the 2-back set, 2 tight ends. This has been very good running formationally for Green Bay tonight.
32, Rodgers, the pressure up the middle from Clemens. He tried to draw the holding flag as he went down, and the pass is incomplete on that far side. What a push as Clemens was double teamed, John.
Well, he sure was, and you're going to see Newhouse working against them. Clemens goes to the inside, and On left guard, TJ Lang helped them out late. Once again, Browner. Hands to the face is what Green Bay wants. A lot of physical play everywhere on this field tonight.
3rd and 10. They bring a 4th defensive lineman in, and they blitz Rodgers, who gets rid of it, and James Jones hangs on for the first down at the 45-yard line.
Second big catch James Jones has made tonight. That takes guts to go inside and catch that ball and know that Earl Thomas is going to lay the wood. Good pass protection. Watch Earl Thomas, the safety, break on this throw. Great concentration by a veteran wide receiver, James Jones.
We always talk about the guts of the quarterback. Sacked 8 times. How about Rodgers hanging in with Bruce Irvin ready to hit him?
Great stuff.
Couple of 3rd downs picked up on this drive as Benson goes left. Chased down by K.J. Wright. Loss of about 4 yards.
It's his 2nd tackle for loss. K.J. Wright is going to be an emerging star, I believe, in this league. He's going to see the stretch play to his left. He finds a lane. He runs through there and makes a nice open field tackle. That's just good run defense by Seattle. Heads up play by K.J. Wright, pulling off the horse collar right there, Mike.
So much for the 10% chance of precipitation tonight. Lisa Salters tells us starting to drizzle down in the field. 2nd and 13. Finley can still go. Hasn't been touched yet. He's a couple of yards shy of the first down. He gets the extra yards on that roll to the 47, setting up 3rd and 2.
I don't know how Aaron Rodgers can contort his body and throw these passes. Watch how he gets rid of this one. I mean, these are all just built-in sight adjustments. They're not against the blitz. He sees his fellow Packers uncovered. Catch and release. Nobody better than that.
All short stuff. Only 1 pass to a target 20 yards downfield tonight. And that rocket off Finley's hands, but a pass interference flag is thrown on Cam Chancellor, the safety.
Well, he thought he timed it just right. Chancellor knows this route tree, this quick slant pattern.
Pass interference, 31 on the defense. Spot foul, first down.
You know, these pass interference calls have to jump off the screen at you to be called, Mike. That's a terrible call in this situation, I believe. Pass interference calls should call themselves. They ought to be obvious to everybody on the officiating crew to make that call. That's not good.
Again, that's the speed of the game that these current officials replacing the veterans are needing to adjust to. 3rd time this half that a penalty on Seattle has kept a Green Bay drive going with a 3rd down flag. Rodgers looking for that shot downfield again. It's covered. So he throws it toward Nelson. It was well covered. Seattle has not given Rodgers any chance to get it deep downfield.
James Jones is exhausted. He and Richard Sherman are having, I mean, it's a one-on-one battle at the bottom of the screen. That time they're looking for a sharp post pattern again off play action, and Richard Sherman and James Jones are going at it. Here they go one more time. Look at Jordy Nelson and Brandon Browner. This is the most fun I've had in a long time up here, Mike.
From the 39, another Rodgers rocket is a first down for Jones in front of Sherman.
This is 2 of the best at what they do. The old back shoulder fade. Sherman knew it was coming. It's the Green Bay Packer form of a cut-up. He's going to act like he's going right by him, ball thrown on the back shoulder perfectly. Hard to defend.
Seattle has 2 3-and-outs in this half. Green Bay has had the ball the entirety of the half, but those 6 plays. 13-play and a 10-play drive for a field goal.
He wants Jones again at the bottom of the screen.
Working on Richard Sherman. Look that way. Now comes back to the other side. And it's Cedric Benson brought down by the safety Chancellor at the 21-yard line.
Oh, you can feel that coming.
Look at a wrestling match going on in the end zone, 20 yards away from the play. Jordy Nelson is not the one involved. He ran down there to try to break it up as Brandon Browner was involved with Greg Jennings. There was no flag thrown until the very end of the sequence.
Take a look at it, what happens down the field. That's a cheap shot. I don't blame Jennings for being upset with that.
And I don't see a flag out by the 5-yard line. Meaning I didn't see the officials get that cheap shot. And Greg Jennings told Lisa yesterday, he's like, I hate bumping. I don't like bumping run coverage. I hate guys touching me as I'm trying to get my release off the line. And the cheap shot, he reacted.
Fouls. Personal foul. Defense number 39. Personal foul. Offense number 85. Offset. Second down.
And that's only because that's all they saw. They missed the first egregious foul on Browner.
Well, Brandon Browner was the most penalized defensive player in the league last year. We know that. He's an outstanding football player. Pro Bowler, 6 interceptions, 2 returned for touchdowns. He doesn't need to do that to prove he's an outstanding bump and run Pro Bowl corner. Keep your poise. It's the end of the football game. Composure is as important as anything right now.
On 2nd and 4, Rodgers. Kuhn out of the backfield. There goes John to the 11-yard line. First down, Green Bay.
They have about 10 different ways Seattle does of playing a 3-deep zone. But they're not taking care of these checkdowns, and that's where Aaron Rodgers has gone repeatedly tonight. That's a great sign of discipline by the MVP, Aaron Rodgers, taking what is given.
By my count, this is the 43rd play of the half. The 37th run by Green Bay. It's Rodgers throwing as his receiver slipped. And we just told you it started misting about 7 minutes ago, and Jennings fell down.
Take a look at it. It's going to be a sprint protection to Rodgers' right. Just a simple 2-man combination between Nelson and Jennings, and that's what happens when you don't practice. He missed a lot of training camp, has missed a lot of action. Greg Jennings has.
Longest drive of the night, 14th play. From the 11, Rodgers. Irvin got off the edge. Rodgers, he's rolling, humping, throwing to Jennings, who slips but gets in for the touchdown.
This quarterback, for him to get hit as many times as he got hit in the first half and to come out here and put a show on like this, that's why he is the MVP of pro football. Bruce Irvin, the first-round draft choice, is off to the races. Rodgers steps up and flushes to his right. Great work by Jennings, keeping it alive. Packer football.
Gotta watch Jennings' foot. Gotta watch Jennings' foot on the sideline here. There's a scoring play. It automatically gets reviewed. He's out of bounds there. The question is, where is the ball at that point? It's a scored on the field as ruled by the officials. Automatically replay. He's out right there. That ball looks to be short of the goal line.
The previous play is under review.
Right there is a great look at it. But it would be a first down for the Packers. Touchdown for now, but it might be overturned in replay.
Out of bounds. The ball will be placed at the 1 1/4 yard line. It'll be 3rd down.
The 1 1/4 means it's going to be 3rd and 1/4 of a yard. As ruled.
Heavy personnel by both teams. Watch the splits of the offensive line, how tight they are as they try to wedge this ball for a half a yard right into the teeth. The strength of this Seattle defense. Mebane, Branch, Red Bryant. Don't put it past Mike McCarthy to run a play action pass, Mike.
Does run play action. John Rodgers scrambling, keeping, and he stopped, reached it forward, but the mark has him short of the 1st down.
Clinton McDonald, a very active inside tackle, makes a great play, and this is going to be an interesting spot. You're going to see a corner route here to DJ Williams. The fullback's in the flat, and McDonald comes from inside out right at the stripe.
Wow, what a good play. The rookie Bobby Wagner, along with the 4th-year man McDonald. They are short, so what do you do now? 7-6, field goal gives you the lead.
Well, Seattle has -1 total yards in the 2nd half. I'd be surprised if Mike doesn't kick this and get the lead. It's been a long night. That's just what he's going to do.
That has been officially ruled, by the way, a sack for no yards. So that's technically the 9th sack for Seattle. We'll try to get the lead out of this. Remember, they went with a fake field goal 11 days ago against the Bears, but just take the lead here in all likelihood with Mason Crosby, who's kicked 2 field goals tonight. And a challenge by McCarthy of the spot here with 9:09 to go. So Mike McCarthy is going to challenge the spot on that. We'll get another look at Rodgers as he tried to reach it out. Keep an eye on his elbow when we go look at the replay on this spot. Be right back.
When the elbow touches, and then he extends the ball. If they back it up just a little bit, it's got to be, without a doubt, made the 1st down in order to overturn the ruling on the field of being short.
At that angle, you can piece information together. That angle shows you that the hand was down, not the wrist or the elbow. So that angle that you saw helped determine that the knee is what you're looking at. And then the second part was, where was he as he reached out when the knee came down? And that yellow line of ours is not official.
After further review, the player reached the first down marker. First and goal on the 1-yard line. The clock will start on the ready.
Well.
It's a great challenge by Mike McCarthy down there as he was making the decision, field goal or not.
How about the effort? What we're losing sight of is the effort by this quarterback. Give it to him. Let's see what happens now. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And, you know, I've always wondered, the official, when he looks in replay, does see the yellow line that we show as we watch exactly what they see in that monitor this year up on the screen in the stadium. That angle he was looking at did show the yellow line, although it's unofficial, and they know that. First and goal for the Packers, who've controlled and dominated this quarter and can now take the lead. And it's Benson. Rodgers signaling touchdown. They run it from the side and signal touchdown Green Bay.
This might be reviewed as well. Great second effort by Cedric Benson. Reverse pivot, and they slam this ball right behind number 71, Josh Sitton.
He's laying across bodies there as he breaks the plane, so that's a touchdown.
Great effort by Cedric Benson. He's been a big factor in this second half.
And they'll go for 2 with a 12-7 lead once that touchdown is confirmed. And it has been as the referee blows it ready for play. Packers 1 for 1, going for 2 in the first 2 weeks of the season.
Bottom of the screen, Jermichael Finley on a high point fade. Be alert for it.
Rodgers goes left, and it's broken up by Browner.
Oh, you pick your poison. You throw it to James Jones against Browner. You throw it to Finley against Sherman. That time Browner's up to the challenge.
The Seahawks have only run 6 plays in this half. The Packers have 12 points in the lead.
And feed this beast Marshawn Lynch or something. They've got to find some offense if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Mason Crosby kicking off. Washington had no head of steam, so Leon takes a knee. They'll take over at the 20.
You know, these second reaction plays, they practice these in training camp. They got a horn that blows off after 2.6 seconds. And when that horn goes off, they train these Packers and this quarterback to make a play. And off Rodgers goes. He extends the play to 4.78 seconds. And that's where a lot of Green Bay Packer offense comes from. That quarterback with these receivers on second reaction plays, I can't tell you how much respect I have for him and how he's played in the second half after being hit like he was in the first 30 minutes tonight.
Can this offense get anything going? Russell Wilson again running for his life. Pass deflected and intercepted on the sideline by Jerron McMillan. What a reaction play off the tip by the fourth-round pick out of Maine. And you see Kevin Green, the outside linebacker coach. But there's a flag down as Wilson was being chased. Did Walden rough him?
Personal foul, roughing the quarterback. Defense number 93, 15-yard penalty, first down.
They run a bootleg away from Clay Matthews, and it's a good thing. And Eric Walden is in hot pursuit. Let's take a look at this. Here comes Walden. Just don't see these.
There's the tip off the hand of Evan Moore. McMillan made the play, got two hands down, inbounds, but boy, he's running out of the pocket. You talk about going low on a quarterback, but that's a tough one. First down of the half, and Marshawn Lynch with the carry for 6 as Ryan Pickett makes the tackle.
Look into the eyes of Marshawn Lynch right now. This is what he's known for. He's one of the great closers in pro football. There's not a lot of backs that have been featured on the tapes I've seen this year, but Marshawn Lynch is one of these backs that has vision, incredible determination, and they're going to feed him here at crunch time.
Here's Lynch moving forward, so Seattle gets its second first down. First one, not by penalty after a gift. A gift of a first down by flag on that roughing the passer.
Oh, Green Bay's drive was kept alive by a questionable pass interference on Cam Chancellor. I agree with you, Mike. There have been a lot of penalties tonight. What has been pointed out very clearly is react to the calls that are made. Try to keep your poise. Easier said than done.
Wilson only 5 of 11 passing in the game tonight. In trouble. Trying to create something here. And on the run for a first down or more. Slides down at the 42. Kept it alive for 13.
Left tackle Russell Okung is wondering, where is Russell Wilson? And when is he going to throw this ball? He's blocking Clay Matthews for about 11 seconds on this play. Russell Wilson shows good field vision. Nobody's open. Another big first down. He's using his feet to keep a lot of plays alive tonight. This is where they took a shot in the first half for the big score to take.
And they've come back with an extra offensive lineman again here. Lynch almost bobbled the handoff. And Sam Shields chases him down from the corner. Get him a yard, another flag down. Seattle already penalized a dozen times here tonight.
Holding, offense number 76, 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
It's on Russell Okung. The tackle was blocking on that last play.
Okung's had a lot of problems with penalties early in this season, and that's a big one right there. Let's take a look at what happens. He and Clay Matthews have been going at it. Seattle's down some receivers. Braylon Edwards went to the locker room.
Here's Lynch running right. A.J. Hawk's going to bring him down. Another flag coming in from deep. Back Judge throwing that one.
I'll tell you, Mike. Self-control.
Holding, Offense, wide out, ready 7. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Ben Obamanu, the wide receiver. And there have been some questionable calls that we've pointed out, but there have been a lot of Seattle-induced mistakes, self-induced mistakes in this game.
Yes, there have. And I don't believe we have the penalty on Ben Obamanu. But it's important Seattle tries to get half of it back.
Yeah, 14 flags, or 118 yards. Wilson throwing towards Sidney Rice. He battles with Sam Shields. And which way will this pass interference be called?
We've got a penalty on every play.
Yep. 4 in a row. But Charles Woodson is trying to negotiate it to go against Rice. And from the reaction of the players, it will be on Shields of the Packers. But there's a long conversation going on here.
Take a look at it. I think it's on Sidney Rice. I don't even believe they're going to call this on Sam Shields.
Pass interference. Defense number 37. Spot foul. First down.
Well, I know they want self-control. They don't want your emotions to take over, but that's not defensive pass interference, and I've studied it a long time as well, Mike. There's no way that's on Sam Shields.
The right hand of Sidney Rice on 1st and 25, a 32-yard penalty. He comes and pulls the shoulder pad of Sam Shields.
It's a 12-7 game, and that was 1st and 38. Critical penalty.
It is making it hard to watch every game. 1st and 10 for the 25, Wilson. He throws. It's caught. Hawk with the tackle at the tight end. Zach Miller, gain of 7. This is what you're talking about, John. Look at the S of Shields as he gets pulled by the right hand. If anything, that's the most egregious contact on the play there. You see where Shields' hands are.
I used to do this for a living. I had very little self-control. I'm about to jump out the press box on that call.
It's a 32-yard penalty. You wonder at some point as you watch these games, when will the owners speak up? And the coaches go to the owners and say, guys, it's really affecting your product. At some point, I know the Packers are publicly owned, but somebody's got to speak up. It's bad. Lynch with the carry. Fighting for first down yardage to the 15. And you want to stay focused on the game, but again, just that overall reminder, the officials are doing the best they can. They're swimming in very deep water, and now the players have to look at that play's gone. There's 5.5 left. Tom Cable, the former Raider coach, is the offensive line guru of this running game.
They might be in 4-down territory here. Here's a 3rd down and 1. Remember, Russell Wilson pulled this ball out of Marshawn Lynch's chest and kept it several times in the preseason for big games. It's either the give or the quarterback boot, if you ask me.
3rd and 1, looking straight option. Wilson got his foot stuck to the ground as DJ Smith was waiting. And it's snuffed out. Now what does Pete Carroll do with 4:53? His offense hasn't been able to stop the Packers at all.
They ran an option play, a fullback belly option. They're going to fake the ball to Robinson and come down the line of scrimmage and option an outside linebacker. Didn't fool anybody. Pete Carroll's going for it. Well, I was surprised by that call. You have one of the premier backs in football, mobile quarterback. Gutsy call, backfired.
No trust that the defense can stop him. They go for it on 4th and 2. And Lynch pounds forward. Second effort, Marshawn Lynch. First down, Seattle.
That's an old-fashioned football player right there. Let's see the spot. It's a slant play off the left. This is 95% Marshawn Lynch's will to get the first down. Raji hanging on top of him. Here comes number 42, Morgan Burnett. Walden diving into pile. What a great effort.
Feet kept churning. All the Skittles. His mom used to give him Skittles before Pop Warner games. And that story has been out and is stuck here in Seattle. So it's a play pass. Wilson. Just second short to Zach Miller. Got 4, the tight end, formerly of the Raiders, to the 10-yard line.
Bunch formation. We talked about tight end usage. They have 3 tight ends in the football game. Off goes Clay Matthews. But take a look at these 3 tight ends, and you're going to see a bootleg, and they're going to just hide number 86, Zach Miller, who sneaks out of the trash for a little check down to create a 2nd and 6.
Matthews threw a shoe, so that's why he's off. He doesn't appear to be injured. Lynch has no place to go, and A.J. Hawk comes and cleans up the good work of Eric Walden. He got the penalty earlier in this drive. Matthews back with 2:50 remaining.
And remember, Seattle was in this situation in the first game of the year against Arizona.
Yes.
They were right here in the tight red zone with 5 chances to win the game. They even got an extra timeout. Let's see what play Darrell Bevell goes to. Braylon Edwards out of the game. Their leading receiver, Baldwin from last year, not active tonight. Sidney Rice at the bottom of the screen.
Covered by Sam Shields. Wilson goes the other way on the slot. It's caught by Golden Tate. Quick tackle by the rookie, Casey Hayward. We'll have another 4th down, and Seattle will take it down to the 2-minute warning to talk about.
What a play by a rookie corner. Closing and making a tackle that prohibits any run after the catch. Great work.
4th and 3 with the game on the line when you come back after the 2-minute warning in Seattle. By a roughing the passer penalty on an interception by the Packers. 4th and 3, the pressure's on. Wilson lofting it up for Tate. Couldn't come down with it. And the Packers take over on downs with 1:54 remaining.
Dom Capers comes with an all-out blitz. Seattle came with an empty backfield, no backs in the backfield, and Dom Capers checks to an automatic all-out blitz. Here they come, forces Russell Wilson to get rid of the football. He's got one-on-one coverage. Sam Shields, Casey Hayward got it done.
The game's not over. Seattle uses its timeouts, and they stop Green Bay. They can still get the ball back.
the end of the ball game.
In the backfield, Benson busted up. The ball comes out. We have no ruling. It's down. It's a fumble and recovered by the Packers back at the 1. And Seattle has to take a timeout here at 1:45. Oh, my goodness. Brandon Browner sweeping in. Caused that fumble on Benson. His hand was down. He never went down, so the play was still alive. And then Earl Thomas coming in, ripped it out. And Jeff Saturday, playing his 200th NFL game, was on the spot for the recovery. So Green Bay keeps the ball. The play took 9 seconds. Since Seattle is now down to 1 timeout, they can get the ball back. They're going to lose 5 seconds of get the ball back time there, but they almost had it at the 1.
Let that be a lesson to you. Backed up inside your own 5-yard line in this situation, you better take care of both edges. Strong safety blitzes, free safety blitzes, and don't forget corner blitzes. But Brandon Browner from the left side of your screen comes screaming off the left side. John Kuhn never saw him. If you're a fullback, a tight end, or a tackle in this situation, expect edge pressure. Be shocked if they don't bring it again.
How about Saturday, and there were 3 Seahawk defenders. His 200th game comes up with his 10th career fumble recovery. Again, if they don't pick up the first down, Seattle can get the ball back right around 54, 53 seconds. Rodgers trying to get Finley, who's made a mental mistake here, to the right spot. Here comes the pressure, trying to trap him for a safety. Benson gets to the 2. Seattle uses 4 seconds on the play, gets a timeout. 1:41 left. If you're remembering back, they used that other timeout that they'd love to have right now when Aaron Rodgers went quick turbo tempo with the offense and they were caught with the wrong personnel on the field.
Let's take a look at the run defense. It's going to be a stretch play to the right. Here comes Earl Thomas, a Pro Bowl safety on the backside. Leroy Hill, Thomas, Chancellor. Ball security has been an issue with Cedric Benson. He's had 12 fumbles in the last 2 years. One of the reasons why he is a Green Bay Packer. And Seattle knows that, Mike. They know he's had trouble hanging on to the ball. He hasn't as a Packer. But if he can continue to hang on to the rock and knock this ball across the 5-yard line and leave Matt Day some room to punt it, be a real feather in his cap. Ball security's got to be the #1 priority right here for Cedric Benson, because Seattle's going to do everything they can to rip it out of his chest.
Seahawks out of timeouts, 3rd and 15. Try to draw him 5 extra yards, and they give it to Kuhn, the fullback, who goes to the 4. So that 40-second clock kicks in now. And Green Bay will probably take all the time, perhaps call timeout when they max the timeout. The clock will say 00 with 57 seconds left, and now Leon Washington will go back to accept a punt. And that's why you work on clock management. Seahawks could get it with about 50 or 49 left. No timeouts and needing a touchdown.
Danger punt situation, and look at the people Pete Carroll's putting back out on the field here. I see Alan Branch. Big bodies. Here comes Earl Thomas and Chancellor.
All right, so the Packers take the timeout at 57 seconds here to maximize the amount of time. And it'll be 4th and 13 in the punting situation. And let's think back to the start of the last game here when special teams for Seattle had a huge impact. They forced Dallas to fumble the opening kickoff and then blocked the first punt of the Cowboys.
And in the opening game of the season, Leon Washington took a punt back over 50 yards. He took a kickoff back over 80 yards. And in this danger punt situation, this ball has to come out quick. There could be a premier punt return opportunity for Leon Washington. And if you look at Richard Sherman down here at the bottom of the screen and Brandon Browner at the top of the screen, they have 2 big-time hold-up guys on the outside. They're trying to set Washington up for the play of the year right here for Seattle.
How do you make this decision to go for the block or the return?
I'm playing for the return.
Washington is back. Neste, the punter, gets it away. Washington getting it on the run with space at the 45. Leon Washington has a block. Looking for the sideline, now circling back, wasting valuable time. He got nothing out of the return. And so they get it back with 46 seconds remaining.
Well, Seattle came with an all-out block, and Richard Sherman totally vacated his gunner and came off the corner to try to block this punt. Watch him sneak in here and lay out and try and win the game for Seattle. A little surprised they didn't give Leon a little hold up on the outside. Gutsy call once again by this Seahawk coaching staff. Russell Wilson, no timeouts. Incomplete passes do not hurt you. A sack will kill you. Obviously, he's going to try to work this ball in a maximum protection down the field. I just am surprised they're going with a no-back set.
See if the Packers can generate the pass rush. 46 seconds left. Worthy pushing up the middle. Wilson throwing down the middle for the tight end. Incomplete with no flag coming in.
Evan Moore is a tight end that has down the field receiving ability. He's clearly the target that Russell Wilson is going to look to in this situation. Let's take a look at Charles Woodson, I should say, in man-to-man coverage.
Moore
that looked like PI if there was PI.
Because Woodson never really came back to the ball, and Moore was trying to find his hands through. They've told Russell Wilson, throw it up there for him. He's 6'6" and a half, the tight end Moore. Second and 10, 41 seconds left. Again, a three-man rush. And a Wilson rocket is caught by Rice at the 24. Out of timeouts, you can kill it at about 27 here. Hustle to the line. Wilson ready for the snap. Now they're going to have shotgun. They're going to not kill it. Wilson pumping. Lofton. Full Golden Tate. Sam Shields the coverage incomplete. 18 seconds left.
Nice play by Sam Shields. Got to keep this ball on the field of play and let your receiver have a chance to go up and get it. Second big play in the last 3 minutes of this game by Sam Shields. Ball's on the right hash. I expect Seattle to flood the wide side, the left side of this formation, with Seahawk receivers. Here they come. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And look for number 82, Evan Moore, down the seam.
Again, the three-man rush. Wilson standing in, throwing down the seam, and threw it out of the back with nothing open to live to have 2 more shots with 12 seconds. John referenced it earlier, the opening week loss against Arizona, as Seattle got so close and had so many opportunities. And Russell Wilson said of that very long drive where they couldn't find the touchdown, 18 plays, said it's just a matter of an inch here, an inch there. And we've got to find somebody to make that play. Otherwise, Seattle might be going for 3-0 on this drive.
Again, 3 receivers to the wide side.
Still the 3-man pressure. Wilson throws into traffic for Tate. Incomplete. And again, M.D. Jennings over there on coverage, and we're down to 1 play with 8 seconds left.
And all you can do now is put the ball in the end zone. We saw Hail Mary strike yesterday. Detroit hit one against Tennessee to give themselves a chance. Sidney Rice, Evan Moore, flood a section of the end zone with as many Seahawks as you can and give someone a chance.
Rice is 6'4", Moore is 6'6". They're all to the right. Tate's the lone receiver to the left. The Packers playing at the goal line as Wilson scrambles to keep it alive. The game's final play is a Wilson loft to the end zone, which is fought for by Tate with Jennings simultaneous. Who has it? Who they give it to? Touchdown! One guy goes up, touchdown. The other said no time. Has to be looked at because it's a score. Still have an official down there in the pile looking.
It's Russell Wilson.
They're fighting down at the bottom of the pile with Jennings still down there. Tate off the pile with the ball. We must have a definitive call. There was one touchdown signal. The Seahawks have won.
Previous play is under review.
You can't go to replay to determine who caught the ball. So that call has to be made on the field. You see the one guy go up touchdown and the other go timeout like it's a pick.
How does M.D. Jennings not get credit for the interception? I have no idea.
It looks like Jennings has the ball there. Let me bring in Jerry Austin. Very interesting. Seattle's in celebration mode here.
They go high. Jennings has the ball. He's bringing it in. When he gets to the ground, he's got it against his body. And Tate then pulls it away.
He's got two hands on. The other one looked like it was a Jennings ball. But this official here, Jerry, goes up and signals touchdown. And see the other one going with that signal you would give for an interception, correct?
For a touchback, yes.
This is the most bizarre sequence you'll ever see at the end of the game. Let's watch the feet of Jennings. They're certainly inbounds. He had more of the ball as he comes down. And like you said, it's against his body.
Golden Tate gets away with one of the most blatant offensive pass interference calls I've ever seen. M.D. Jennings intercepts the pass, and Tate's walking out here as the player of the game. And unbelievable.
By rule.